The arena fell silent as Princess Kira stepped onto the crystalline fighting platform, her forearms flexing with practiced ease. Her violet skin gleamed under the artificial suns, and the crowd of alien dignitaries leaned forward in anticipation. She had never lost a combat challenge in her 3 centuries of life, and today would be no different. Across from her stood a human male named Jack, looking remarkably ordinary in his simple gray uniform. He appeared small compared to her towering 8-foot frame, his 2 arms seeming pathetically inadequate. The princess allowed herself a cruel smile, her sharp teeth glinting. "You may surrender now, little creature," she called out, her voice carrying easily across the arena. "I have defeated warriors from 17 different worlds. You're primitive. Species stands no chance against fourth and martial prowess." Jack simply rolled his shoulders and took a fighting stance. "I appreciate the offer, Your Highness, but I'll have to decline." The crowd murmured with amusement. Several alien ambassadors were already placing bets on how quickly the human would fall. The general consensus seemed to be less than 30 seconds. Ambassador Nex leaned toward his companion. "The humans sent this one as their champion? He looks like he would break if she breathed on him too hard." Princess Kira raised all 4 of her arms, each one capable of crushing steel. Her species had evolved on a high-gravity world where only the strongest survived. She had trained since childhood in the ancient combat arts, mastering techniques that could shatter stone and bend metal. "Very well," she declared. "I shall make this quick. I estimate it will take no more than 1 minute to defeat you." "Not even a minute," Jack replied quietly, adjusting his stance slightly. The princess laughed, a sound like grinding crystals. Such confidence from such a small being. "Tell me, human, what makes you think you can last even 10 seconds against me?" "Experience," Jack said simply. The combat arbiter raised his hand. "Combatants ready? Begin?" Princess Kira lunged forward with blinding speed, all 4 arms striking simultaneously in a pattern designed to overwhelm any opponent. Her first punch should have connected with the human's chest, her second with his head, while her lower arms swept for his legs. Instead, she found herself punching empty air. Jack had moved with fluid precision, sliding between her strikes as if he had anticipated every one. Before she could recover, his elbow connected with a nerve cluster behind her knee. Her leg buckled, and she stumbled forward. Impossible. No being should have been able to read her attack patterns so quickly. She spun around, all 4 fists flying in a whirlwind of destruction. Jack weaved through the assault like smoke, his movements economical and precise. Each of her strikes missed by mere inches, and she found herself off balance from her own momentum. His palm strike caught her solar plexus, driving the air from her lungs. She gasped, more from surprise than pain. How had he found that pressure point so easily? The crowd had gone silent. This was not what they had expected to see. Princess Kira snarled and activated her battle fury, a biological enhancement that flooded her system with combat stimulants. Her speed doubled, her strength increased, and her pain receptors dulled. She became a blur of violet destruction, her forearms moving like pistons. Jack's response was to become even calmer. He seemed to flow around, her attacks like water around rocks. When she committed to a particularly powerful overhead strike with 2 arms, he stepped inside her guard and drove his knee into her ribs. The impact sent shockwaves through her enhanced physiology. She stumbled backward, confusion replacing her initial confidence. Her instructors had never mentioned humans possessing such capabilities. According to the galactic database, they were a young species, barely beyond their homeworld, with average physical capabilities. "What are you?" she gasped, pressing a hand to her side. "I'm what my people call a veteran," Jack replied, circling her with patient steps. 20 years of combat experience across 14 different worlds. I've fought enemies bigger than you, stronger than you, and faster than you. He paused, his eyes never leaving hers. The thing about humans, Princess, is that we adapt. We learn. And we've been learning from the best fighters in the galaxy for the past 50 years. She charged again, desperation fueling her attack. This time she held nothing back, pouring every technique she knew into a devastating combination that should have pulverized any opponent. Jack caught her lead arm, redirected her momentum, and used her own strength against her. She found herself flying through the air, before crashing into the arena wall with enough force to crack the reinforced material. The arena remained silent as she struggled to stand. Her enhanced healing was already working on her injuries, but her pride was shattered beyond repair. 43 seconds, Jack said, checking his wrist chronometer. Not even a minute, just like I promised. He walked over and offered her his hand. Good fight, Your Highness. Your technique is impressive, but you rely too much on raw power. In human combat doctrine, we have a saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Princess Kira stared at the offered hand, then at the human, who had just dismantled 3 centuries of martial training in less than a minute. Slowly, she reached out and accepted his help to stand. Perhaps, she said quietly, the galactic database needs updating. The crowd erupted in stunned applause as the 2 fighters bowed to each other. The age of human expansion had truly begun, and the galaxy was about to learn what it meant to underestimate humanity's greatest weapon, their ability to turn every defeat into a lesson, and every lesson into victory.